Did you just download Arc Raiders, watched every single video, but still shoot like this? Well, since your dad still hasn't come back from that business trip with his secretary over 20 years ago, I got you.
See you when you're grown up.
Dad! Come back, Dad!
Welcome to Some Dad Gaming. Your time is valuable, so let's get into it. The first thing you need to do, reset those damn settings. Seriously. Dead zones, aim sensitivity, and field of view. Now I'm going to show you a few ways to do this. Because you keep missing all your shots. And that dad who killed you, his aim looks like this. Also, I don't mean to call out all these setting guide videos from most streamers, or any shooting game for that matter, but most of them are full of shit. Sorry metaphor, not sorry. And unfortunately, mouse and keyboard players are gonna get mad as f. But I play keyboard and mouse also, so I don't care. Now pull up your settings, and go to graphics, then raise your field of view to the max. Then, put all your horizontal and vertical look boost and ramp ups to 0. Put your right and left stick dead zone to 0.
But all the streamers say that, and it never works.
Bro, the video barely started. Plus, those streamers probably use a dead zone software, loaded with macros and scripts. Then they tell you to go figure it out, right? I thought so. So stop listening to banned streamers on their 5th account. Instead, hit that like button, follow, and subscribe. And while you're at it, grab a Memby. Then, go to the firing range. Move your sticks rapidly. And if you start to drift, adjust your dead zone up by 5 until you stop drifting. Unfortunately, the dead zones can only be adjusted in increments of 5. Hopefully the devs change this, because dead zones are everything when it comes to good controller aim. But don't worry, I believe in you. Now look downrange, and lower your field of view until that blurry blob finally has legs and arms. Then, find the response curves. And if you like to jump from game to game, choose linear. But if you like dynamic from Call of Duty, use suicidal, or however that's pronounced. But if you like a steep curve, choose exponential. Now here is where the Arc Raider settings get super confusing. But luckily, unlike Delta Force devs, because their devs hate controller players for some reason, the Arc Raider devs did good by using proper acceleration speeds and buffers on their stick inputs. And of course, so I don't bore you with any nerd talk, I'll keep it simple. When you push your stick, there's supposed to be an acceleration speed from 0 to 100%, kind of like a gas pedal in your car. The more you push, the faster you go. The less you push, the slower you go. In Call of Duty, it's called input curves. In Battlefield, it's called acceleration curves. But unfortunately, the curve in Arc Raiders is not adjustable. But luckily, much like we can do in Apex, and like we did in Delta Force, we can with look boost, ramp ups, and dead zones. Now I'm going to show you a trick that us dads have been hiding for years. Put your crosshair over the dummy. Start to wiggle your aim back and forth.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
And try to stay within the hitbox. Now let's find our baseline. If you're wiggling outside the hitbox, lower your horizontal sense. If it seems too slow, raise your horizontal sense. Mine's 50. Then on your vertical sense, use 50 to 75% of your horizontal sense. Can't make a dollar without making sense. For example, if your horizontal is 120, put your vertical anywhere from 60 to 90, or whatever feels comfortable for you. Mine's 40. Now that we found our hipfire sense, point at the dummy, and with 100% input, move left or right, doing a 360. And try to stay in this area. Measure this by counting, like this, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. And no, it doesn't have to be exactly 3 seconds. Whatever feels comfortable for you is ideal. Side note, if your aiming is too slow, adjust your horizontal look boost. Mine is 75. And if you're still slightly over aiming, adjust your ramp up time. Mine's 0.5. Now let's find our zoom sense, aka aim down sight. And here's the secret. You want control, but not the kind you need to see a therapist for. I'm referring to micro-adjusting your aim. Put your zoom sense anywhere from 50 to 75%, then follow the same steps on the zoom sense. But instead of a 360 degree turn, do a 90 to 180 degree turn. Let's use this line on the example. And again, with 100% input, turn left or right. If you're under aiming, raise your zoom horizontal boost. Mine's 25. If you're over aiming, lower your zoom sense. Also, put your zoom look boost ramp up at the same as your horizontal ramp up. Mine's 0.5. And leave your zoom vertical ramp up and your zoom vertical look boost at 0. Now, dead zones. Point at a blank wall. Start shooting and try to control the recoil. If your recoil control starts to feel sensitive and pulls down, raise your dead zone. But if it kicks up, lower your dead zone until it feels like a laser. Side note, you can only adjust the dead zones in increments of 5. And personally, this is something I wish they will change in the future. Bonus tip, always check your graphics settings and make sure they are exactly where you left them, just in case the devs cause a bug by resetting the shaders. And I personally play on low settings with DLSS performance, because frames win games. And this game still looks fantastic and super cinematic at 1440p on low graphics settings. Now let's put it into practice, and look at that, you're freaking amazing. So if you found any value or entertainment from this video, then you know what to do. My final dad tip, remember, a cheater cheated because someone was better. So don't worry, the report button is there for a reason, and it's easier to use than making a new account. Until we meet again, have a good one, Some Dad family.